Hi, I'm Cody,
Hi, I'm Savannah.
and welcome to the Homemade Revelation. Today, we're going to teach you some money-saving tricks by making your own laundry detergent. It's chemical-free, all natural, and works wonders.
And super easy to make.
When we started our all-natural and homemade lifestyle, one of the first things that I knew had to go was our food budget. Our food, groceries, and toiletries for our family of 8 was sometimes up to $1,500 a month. In order for us to start homesteading and buying some of the more natural ingredients, I needed to be able to reduce costs. So I started researching. Researching is my favorite thing to do, so you'll probably hear me say that a lot. One of the things I found was making my own laundry detergent. I could buy everything that I needed to make my own laundry detergent for about the cost of 1 jug of the name brand laundry detergents. At this point in the process, I buy most of these products in bulk. But for you getting started, you can buy much smaller containers of these, whether that be at your local store or online. And for $2.30 a gallon, you can make your own laundry detergent. To purchase all the stuff up front, to do 12 gallons or possibly a year's worth, depending on the size of your family, costs less than 1 gallon sized jug of name brand laundry detergent. So let's go ahead and get started on how to make it. To start, you're gonna need a gallon of hot water. Now you have to make sure that this water is hot. Otherwise, none of the other ingredients will dissolve properly and it'll settle at the bottom and your laundry detergent won't work. So I bought this nice big jug for my giant family. It holds about 2.5 gallons of cleaners, but we're just gonna do 1 for today. Your next ingredient is baking soda. Now you wanna make sure you do your dry ingredients before your wet ingredients, otherwise they'll stick in the cups. Now, I order these big bags online because we use baking soda for so much, including at the barn, for disinfecting or for our goats, lots of other things. You can pick up a 1 pound of baking soda at the grocery store for sometimes as low as 75 cents. So, you're just gonna get a 1/4 cup of this. Then we do a 1/4 cup of the laundry boosting super washing soda. I get this in the laundry section of the grocery store. And if you haven't been using the same box for the last year, it'll probably come out really easily. All right, now lucky for you, or maybe me, I buy this 2 at a time, so I have a second box to go ahead and possibly get open. I'm learning that you should not leave this in a place where it can get any moisture because it gets really hard, similar to like brown sugar. And I make messes. The next ingredient is Castile soap. Castile soap is a much gentler soap than a lot of other detergents, and it's made differently than other detergents. So it's plant-based rather than animal fat-based. With this, we're going to use 1/3 cup of it. We also use this for making dishwasher soap. We wash the cow's teats with it in the morning before we milk. There's so many different things that you can do with this, so which is actually why I buy this in giant jugs at this point and just refill this bottle. Now, the fun part is you get to use whatever scent that you want. So you just pick up your favorite essential oil. You use about 15 drops of it per gallon. We're using doTERRA lavender. And Savannah's gonna go ahead and put that in right now. Now, don't feel overwhelmed by the fact that you need to make your own laundry detergent every month. This process is taking us all of
5 minutes.
maybe 5 minutes, and that's because I'm having to explain everything as we go. When we do this is probably about a 1-minute process that usually my kids handle because we do rotating chores that include refilling all of the soap dishes and laundry detergents and sugars and flours. You can keep following me for more tips on keeping my house clean with 6 kids. Once you have it mixed good, just use about 1/4 to 1/2 cup in your load, depending on how large it is and how dirty everything is. We have had no problems with smelly clothes or anything being stiff or any of the other things that you associate with a lot of like homemade soaps and things like that. Now, another thing that we do is we use wool balls for our dryer instead of dryer sheets. I paid $8 for this bag. I use about 2 to 4 per load, and it'll last me a year, 2 years, depending on how well you take care of them. All you do is when you throw your clothes in the dryer, you take a ball out, throw a couple of dots of your favorite essential oil on there, and your clothes come out smelling wonderful.
As long as your dogs don't eat them.
This is true. Dogs will love these. Keep them from your dogs. My 3-year-old loves them too. But there's no static. They smell great. They fluff everything really well. In fact, I find that my clothes have less wrinkles with these bouncing around in there rather than dryer sheets. So, if you look in the show notes, you will see the full recipe for this, plus it'll be in the video. If you have any questions, please feel and reach out and let me know some of the scents that you use. And thank you for joining us today at the Homemade Revelation. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us in today's episode of the Homemade Revelation. I hope you learned something and you're going to be able to save some money. If you liked what you saw, be sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram or Pinterest. Be sure to catch our next episode for fabric softener and why homemade soaps are better for your washer and dryer and your clothes.